afternoon, it's Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England. I'm here for Christmas Extravaganza 2024, which is being run by K&K Crochet, and I'm a K&K elf. So I've made something that I really like this one. I got this pattern from Wool Warehouse, which is a UK company, but you can access it anywhere, and it's one of their free patterns, and it's by Red Art Yarns, so you're probably able to get it from Red Art itself as well. So it's this one, so it's called a candy jar, Santa candy jar. So now, as you can see, the jar neck is popping out at the top there, so you can use it for anything really. Now personally, I was thinking would probably buy you know, traditional sweets, which is what we call candy in the UK, a jar of traditional sweets and give it as a gift. Or I was talking to my friend Pearl yesterday, and she suggested maybe for the Christmas table you could put a jar of cranberry sauce in the middle if you wanted to, or you could, you know, have an empty jar and put your own cranberry sauce in at the moment. So I made mine slightly shorter with that in mind, because a cranberry sauce jar is usually quite small. So I've put mine like that. So if I were to do it again, I would make another change, because my Santa hat doesn't meet at the back. But I mean, it doesn't really matter, does that? It's not a problem. But yes, so I've done mine like that, and I've made another change. The well, two changes actually. The nose, I just did a few strands through, just to you know, give the illusion of a nose, because I thought it could be easier than what it is on the pattern. And also I didn't do all the curls for the beard. I just thought I'll do a row of chains, and I'll just make some fan stitches and make a beard that way. And I really like this. I think that's a better idea. You could layer those up if you wanted. You could put, you know, 2 or 3 layers of these rows of fan stitches. It naturally curls up anyway, so it fits that shape. But I really like that as it is, without doing all the little beard curls that's on the picture. I just thought that would a bit too faffy. I've put mine on a jar of applesauce, which I can just get it back up again. It's a tight fit as this one. So I just put it on a jar of applesauce, which is slightly bigger than what would be a cranberry sauce jar. I also thought, but this sort of size, you could buy you know, a pot of you know, conserve, which is the posh name for jam, but you can get like really nicely sized pots like this one, and you could you know, give that as a gift if you wanted to, or like I say, the traditional sweets that you can buy in jars. Anyway, that's as it is without anything in it. So, and I think it'd be easy to wash if you needed to wash it. I just put one of my pre-made pom-poms on it instead of you know, making a pom-pom. I think that it's one of my favourite makes for this Christmas extravaganza. So and pretty much if you've got a different jar in mind, you can change this quite easily. It's just going backwards and forwards. The only row that's slightly different is the top. It's a slightly shorter row at the top to sort of like go around the neck of a jar, but apart from that, it's backwards and forwards all the time. And you add the white on for the hat. You could do that, you could incorporate, you don't have to do it separately. Personally, I might, if I were to do it again, I'd probably do some you know, back loops only, and then attach a white to a front loop, you know. But yeah, I think, and it's really simple. I used the never-ending ball of Knitcraft cotton blend in red, which I've, you know, got ages ago from Hobbycraft. This is the ball that just won't die. So and I've still got loads of it left. It just won't go. And then for the skin tone, I've used my favourite one, which again is the cotton and acrylic blend. Serdar Stories in the colour Glamping. And because it's not going on anything hot, you can use the blended yarns. I mean, obviously it's done in Red Art, which is totally acrylic, so you don't have to use any cotton yarn. So I used Serdar Snuggly Replay in Whiz Kid White, which is for the beard. and then I just used a little bit of spare black just to do the eyes. I did leave it all loose in, well, I tied it off inside, but I left it loose. Normally I'd be, you know, sewing it all in so you couldn't see it, but I just thought it doesn't matter because it's just going behind a jar, you know, in front of a jar. So I thought that would do quite nicely. So yeah, I would recommend this pattern so much. And like I said, I think you could think of all sorts of uses for it. You could do even, like, you know, them pencil toppers I'm making. You could make that with an empty jar inside and you could pop them in and get kids on Christmas Day just to pick one. Or, you know, wherever you are, a pre-Christmas party, you could have those with the pencil toppers and say, you know, like, here, play with these and take them home with you, you know. So yeah, I think it's a good idea, that. I'm really pleased with it. I'll probably use that myself. I don't think I'll be giving many of these away, to be honest. I think I'll probably be using it myself. So yeah, I might even it for my nephews. I mean, they probably won't thank me because they're like in the 40s now, but I might make them one each and put it round something to give them. I mean, my eldest nephew, he does still like boiled sweets, so it probably wouldn't go on this, you know, and his girlfriend would definitely like that. So yeah, I may do that. You could even, you know, the coasters, it could sit as a display on a coaster. You know, I think that's got possibilities. So yeah, I'll link a thing for the pattern below to the Wool Warehouse site, but like I say, you will probably have lots of opportunities to get it from other places. And if you're in America, I mean, I don't know, do you have red art patterns, you know, that's being given out in your Hobby Lobbies and Michael's and what have you? I thought that might be a possibility. Anyway, it's freely available, so you'll be able to get it. So that's me for now. I hope I haven't rambled on too much. Anyway, so I'll be back with another you know, Christmas extravaganza. I'm just working on another free pattern at the moment, which is a reindeer dishcloth. So I don't think that'll take me long to make, so hopefully I'll be on with that tomorrow, and then with a regular update as well. I've got something special to show you as well there, a gift from someone else to me, so I will show you that later. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you.